All right. So when we're looking at the rule of 33, 3 days before the reporting date, you're going to pay your credit card down to 3% of the credit limit. So, for example, when we're looking at this, if you have, let's say, we'll just pick a number. If you have a $3,000 credit card at, let's just even do this, at 3%. Okay. So we would take the decimal point, right? We're going to move it two places. So 3,000 becomes 300, becomes 30. That's 1%. One, which would be 30 times three, would be $90. So that's equals $90 3 days before reporting date. Okay. When we look on the calendar, the reason I do this is because if the reporting date is the 30th, right, again, always assuming a 30-day cycle, what happens is if I make this payment on the 27th, on the 28th, it's going to show as a pending transaction. It's not going to actually clear. It has to actually be cleared by the 29th. So on the 30th, when the card reports, it's going to actually clear. Now, this could be the same for transactions. Let's say, for example, if I make a purchase on the 28th, it may or may not clear and no longer be a pending transaction. Like when you make a purchase, it will show pending transaction. If it shows pending transaction, that's not going to show up and or report. That's why we always want to make sure that whenever we have thin credit profiles or low credit limits, 3 days prior to, so if the reporting date is the 30th, and again, I'm always going to say the 30th because it's a 30-day cycle. The first here to the 30th here, when you look here, 3 days for it to actually clear. This is the day the transaction's made. This is the day you pay your bill, whatever the case may be. On the next day, it'll show pending, right? Like if I go to the store and I make a purchase on the 28th, it's going to show as a pending transaction. Okay. If I make a credit card payment on the 27th, what's up, Steve Logan? If I make a payment on the 27th, on the 28th, it'll show as a pending payment for my bank account. Okay. So it'll go from my bank account to the credit card company, but it's showing a pending payment. The pending payment, what's up there, Ivan? Good morning to you. The pending payment is not going to actually clear until at least the next day. If this, let's say this is a weekend, it's not going to report on either of these 2 days. It may not even report as a pending payment until the 30th. This is why the rule of thumb on the practice is always 3 days prior to pay your card to 3%. That is why I like teaching this. Now, when you do this, if you know, right, if you know your pending, let's say if you know your reporting date is on a weekend, give it an extra day or two. Okay. The reason for this is because you want to make sure that it clears. Now, if you have a high limit and it's a small amount, I don't care about that. But as you really keep an eye on things, I should actually teach people to look at their credit card profiles. When you have thin credit profiles, you should be looking at your credit profile 2 days before the weekend. What it should actually be is every single Wednesday, people should be making their payments if they have high balances. And you know that your reporting date falls somewhere between Saturday to Monday. Because Saturday to Monday, remember, Saturday and Sunday, no banking transactions actually take effect. So even if you swipe your debit card, you swipe your credit card, you pay your credit card with your bank account, nothing actually transacts on Saturday and Sunday. This is why it's extremely important to make sure you guys are paying attention to this. Okay? Now, the rule of 80-33, okay? The rule of 80-33, rule of, or I'm sorry, 803. 80% of all credit cards should report zero. Okay? 80% of all cards should report zero. And then we're going to put 20% of all cards should not report more than 9%, ideally 3% usage. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Any questions on that? It's so important for you guys to realize this because this is one of those simple things, and I get a lot of questions on understanding this. This is why when you look, 80% of your credit card should report zero. And you always want to make sure that it's a minimum of 3 days before the reporting date, and then you're going to pay that balance down to 3%. I'll even put CC usage. Okay. It's so important for people to realize that simply by managing just this, just your reporting date, just managing your credit cards. And again, I don't care if you get paid, some people get paid once a month. Like all my family in England, they get paid once a month and they just have to budget. They just have to balance their checkbook. They have to balance their spending. It's the same thing. In America, we're so used to living beyond our means. We're so used to, well, it must be nice. I can't pay my credit cards. When you used cash, you didn't have the excuse or you didn't have a chance to overextend yourself. When you used a debit card, most of the time, debit cards will just automatically decline if you're trying to buy something you don't have. Credit cards, they'll give you the option to sometimes spend more than you can, especially like, let's say, for example, if you have pending charges, right? Like, for example, this is a great example of how this happens. Let's say I max out my credit card right here, okay? But the next day it's showing a pending charge. It hasn't actually cleared. Technically, I can overspend. And then what happens? Then on the 30th, both those transactions take effect, and it shows that my credit card balance is actually over credit limit. And that's going to crash your credit score because that's going to put you over 100% utilization, and that's going to cause a lot of problems with regards to your profile. Does that make sense? Any questions on these two rules? The rule of 30, the rule of 33, and the rule of 803. 80% of all credit cards should report 0% utilization. When you guys look at my profile, okay, you're going to see that 80% of all my cards are all reporting 30%, or they're all reporting zero. More than 80% of all my cards are all reporting zero. The reason I do this is because I want to keep a nice, clean, lean credit profile. Okay. We come in here to my credit card usage. You can see, and remember, this is only going to show credit cards, not charge cards. This is my insurance. This is my everyday personal workhorse. This here is my Costco card. Everything else is paid to zero. I want to make sure that 80% of my credit cards, which is why when you look, now you don't necessarily want to have this reporting zero. I can't necessarily figure out. I did notice when you look here at my profile, I noticed my score dropped a little bit. Now I want to see why this is actually, so it dropped. Let's find out. We're going to click this right here and we're going to see previous changes. So it dropped 4 points. Let's just see what it was. Okay, we found a new inquiry on my file. This was from a business credit card that I got. Okay, now this says JP Morgan Chase balance increased by $341. I can tell you right now, this was probably my Sapphire card. If I go to Costco, I use my Sapphire card just because I like the Sapphire points. I can't get approved for the Capital One Venture card because Capital One doesn't like profiles like mine. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not worried about it. My score dropped 4 points. And again, it dropped 4 points. My total credit limit, let's actually even go back and see. Let's go back and see what my total credit limit is. So $341 is the card we're looking for. We come in here to credit card usage. Which card reported $341? It doesn't even show. So that's even weird. I don't even know why that's showing up because there's no card that showed here. There's nothing that's showing a balance. Let me just come back here to total accounts and just make sure there's nothing showing. But the whole purpose of this, and you can see my 24 open active accounts, I have 3 loan accounts, and then I have 21 credit cards. Yeah, it's not even showing, so I'm not even sure which one it is. Now you can see my American Express Platinum card reported a $10 balance. Totally fine. It's totally fine. It's a matter of making sure that 80% of all of my credit cards report no more than 3% 3 days before the reporting date. Okay. So the rule of 33, and I could do 80-33, 80% of all credit cards reporting zero, 3 days before the reporting date, make sure you pay 3%. Just implementing this one strategy, and you do this for 7 to 10 weeks, you will see a dramatic difference to your credit report and credit score. Any questions on this? Any comments on this?